Okay, so may the best dwarf win, even though there are no dwarves. We have the red Man of the West player Maximus from USA versus the blue Isengard player Nezgi from Poland. So Nezgi, I don't know if he's actually experienced in BFME2 yet. I believe he was playing mainly BFME1, but these are the players which I like the most. People who are playing all BFME games. Like for example, there are only few of them who are playing all BFME games. I believe Farad is one of them. And that's always nice, you know. Then you have like the diversity between all BFME games, especially BFME1 and BFME2 are so different from each other. It feels like playing a brand new game, you know, it doesn't feel the same. You know, you can argue and say, yeah, BFME2 and Rise of the Witch King are pretty similar in terms of the playstyle, true, but BFME1 is way more unique in this matter. 2 furnaces into the Uruk pit, and we have a double farm opening into a potential offensive barracks.
I will represent the men of Gondor.
Chadi, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. So, you can see there are a few differences between BFME2 and Rise of the Witch King, especially for the barracks of the Men of the West faction. You have no Rohan Spearman units here, but you will get the chance to recruit the Tower Guards of the Gondor faction. Right off the bat, you don't have to get your barracks to level 2. I'm actually from Germany, but I was born and raised in Turkey, so I'm a Turkish guy living in Germany and making English streams. There we go. Shanks Bengi here. Yeah, after this games, yeah, of course, we can get your games done. Just be patient a little bit, because we have been waiting for Bank, now he gotta wait for us. Alright, so he's gonna creep this with the Tower Guards. They look also very, very nice. In terms of graphics and animations, BFME2 is miles ahead of both BFME1 and the Rise of the Witch King. They have been doing a phenomenal job of texturing and also adding new animations to the heroes. When they get summoned, it looks really nice, you know? Let's go. I mean, pikemen in BFME2 are extremely strong. They are actually able to deal a lot of damage to buildings. They are able to destroy cavalry. They have not even a chance. And they can even deal a lot of damage to heroes. So Tower Guards, very, very strong units. PowerPoint wise, we have the War Chant, and we have no PowerPoint yet for the Man of the West player. There is one thing you gotta keep in mind. In Rise of the Witch King, guys, there is a random revealed. Basically, even if you pick random, your opponent will get the chance to see your faction in the loading screen, which is not the case in BFME2. And for that reason, most of the time, you will see players picking up abilities from their spellbook which can be shroud revealing. In the case of Man of the West faction, he has the chance to pick up the Human Wood and use it just to be able to scout the enemy faction, but he didn't do it. And sometimes if you don't do it, you might get punished big time. So he's creeping a lot actually. Isengard is not putting any pressure on men. He's gonna use War Chant defensively, Uruks against soldiers. But remember, these are no rebel of mindless orcs. These are Urukai. Their armor is thick and their shields broad. I play Rise of the Witch King in BFME2, but only casually. I don't like the playstyle. Again, I mean, the same goes also for me, Super Banjo. You know, personally, I enjoy BFME1 playstyle the most. Maybe the reason is because it was the first game I played. And, you know, it kind of feels weird that you can build everywhere. I never could get used to it, you know what I'm saying? When I want to build everywhere, then I play Age of Empires or Age of Mythology. But I'm not gonna play BFME. BFME is known for this strategic build pilot you can use to advance. Okay, he was able to defend himself for now. And also the one thing you gotta keep in mind, that buildings in BFME2 are so much weaker than in all BFME games. So one Uruk can, for example, take down a farm in like literally less than 5 seconds, you know? And even a production building like a barracks is actually quite squishy. So one single pikeman, Isengard pikeman, can take down the barracks here in like 2 seconds. Oh, nice. I like the positioning a lot. You see, that's why you are not supposed to leave a gap between your buildings. Now he handicapped himself and the Uruk, the barracks is going to be taken down. But he's going for a barracks here. And we have a stable for the Gondor Knights. Creeping more and more and more, there is a Golem who is basically unkillable. This guy has 12,000 HP, 12,000. Like, good luck killing him, you know what I'm saying? I remember when I was making a showcase of BFME2 for the first time, I think it's been like 2 years ago, when they released the version 1.9 version 2. Dude, I was, you know, having a full army guys, trying to kill Gollum, and I couldn't. Like, he would get invisible, he would run around, run away from you. A spell damage could actually deal with him, so I had to use Gandalf and also Aragorn from the Man of the Resurrection just to be able to kill him. So tanky. Okay, the pikemen are being sent forward. The Gondor Knights, they gotta be careful. 400 command points available for men. He still didn't choose any power point yet. And we have 450 command points available for Nazgi, the Isengard player. 3 power points after the war chant. And no work pit yet, no heroes yet. Heroes are definitely way more impactful in BFME2, in my opinion, because they have the chance to level up very fast. So when you get lures on the field and you kill a couple of units, you will get instantly level 3, level 4, level 5, which makes it up for the early weak hero thing, right? Heroes are generally weak early game when they are level 1, but they scale hardcore with levels. For example, in Rise of the Witch King, getting Gandalf on the field is already a challenging thing because he's expensive, but then he's only level 1, you know? And then you need to invest time and time and time to get him to level 4 or 5, in which he can finally be strong. But in BFME2, the Gandalf can actually level up way faster. So 1 Wizard Plus can get him easily to level 4 right off the bat, you know? The Gondor Knights are going for a juicy trample. Alaikum salam, hoş geldin. Oh, we have the king, Theoden, up on the field. And also, you know, I don't like these pictures. Like, you see this, like, doesn't look like a real human. Am I right or not, guys? Like, I believe the Palantir pictures, in my opinion, in BFME1, they are looking so much better, you know? And I'm not saying that because I choose them myself, no. I'm not being biased here, but I don't like this yellow background, this, like, art style picture. Looks like he's not an actual human. And Micro, thanks for the sub. Eyvallah kardeşim. With the prime gimmick, means a lot.
Mikroiktisat just subscribed. Welcome to Beyond Standards crew.
Thank you. Means a lot. Okay, human wood was used for the first time. Oh, some sneaky little hobbitses. I remember I didn't want to change that. We don't do stuff what we want. We always ask people what they think about it, you know? Getting more opinions collected. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! For the wagons, ladies and gentlemen. Look, why would you use pictures like this?
Rout the enemy!
I mean, he dealt a lot of damage to Isengard, and also man is expanding very nicely. Look how many farms he was building up in the meantime. Nazgi is falling apart. 650 command points available for Maximus, and we have only 550 command points. But the thing is that he's also behind in the PowerPoint department. No heroes up on the field. You know, he lost the Warp Pit. No more Wargs anytime soon. So, you know, the thing is, the Uruks, they cost a lot, right? They cost 300 each. And the man faction can here in this game buy the banner from the barracks. Galadrim warriors, Elven warriors coming from the inn. As a special unit. And Theoden is here to support the Gondor Knights. Also, the leadership system is so much different. I personally like this leadership system a lot, because it gives you another reason to go for heroes. You understand? Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, in Rise of the Witch, again, in Rise of the Witch King, you have only one leadership, and the one leadership you have does not stack. So you have actually no reason at all to get a second hero for sport. It's not needed because it's useless, right? But in this game, they have like different tier leaderships. So a cheap hero will give you less leadership than an expensive hero. And leadership which is unique can stack. And I like the system quite a lot. But really, dude, I actually wanted to watch the Champions League, but I didn't. Where the game's good. Was the game good actually? Oh my goodness, big pushes incoming, boys. Theoden is getting dismounted. Level 4 is gonna unlock the King's Fever. Level 7 for the Glorious Charge. 99% armor, 25% damage, and become immune to Decelerate. That's a wrong description, by the way. It's not called Decelerate. I think it's called Decelerate. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Where are you, orcs?
Where are you, orcs? And I personally like the description from BFME1 the most, because it says no force can slow this charge. Bad finals for 3 years in a row. Yeah, dude, when I was younger, I actually I used to watch like a lot of football games, you know. But then I got kind of bored of it, to be honest with you, because I believe like they are playing it so boring, you know. Like when one team is leading like 2-0, the way they are playing it off most of the time, not every single time, but most of the time is so boring. Like they will slow down the gaming so much just to hold the score as long as they can, which basically you have like the players that are exhausted very fast, you know, and it kind of, I mean, they are humans after all, but the thing is, they are getting so much money, you know what I'm saying, dude? It kind of drives me crazy when I see people who are getting paid millions and millions of dollars, chilling, not running. You have 90 minutes, you need to prove yourself, you need to show your quality. You are getting so much money, just run, dude. It drives me crazy when they stop running, stop trying, stop moving, you know? Okay, Maximus is going for a victory, guys. Huge army of men. Boromir, the captain of Gondor. Theoden, the king of Rohan. And the day of Isengard is over. I think it's fair, yeah. I think it's fair because the thing is that in order to become a better player in long run, you need to play with people who are better than you, right? And again, Dwarven had like a new ally every single time he advanced, and he was always using the voice chat to guide his allies, to help them out a little bit. I believe that this game is like a very snowbally game, and again, you have no walls protecting you, right? You don't have the chance to hold and do nothing for a few minutes, and you are behind, you will lose immediately. So we have a farm opening for men, and he's moving on. Isengard in the meantime opening with double furnace, and yeah, Nesgi is doing the same thing like his opponent did. Go for an offensive barrack situation. I mean, when you want to build offensive stuff though, what you want to do is you want to use those rocks on the ground as a neutral way of protection. Because I said it in the first game, the buildings in this game are not very tanky. So if your opponent gets a chance to attack them, you will lose them in a few seconds. So for that reason, you need to build in a smart way. Again, the rocks on the ground can block the enemy movement, so they have to move around, which means they might not be able to get clumped to deal the maximum damage. So long story short, you see there are rocks on the ground, they are there for a reason, you know, they are not there only for decoration, they are there so you can use them. Farm opening, the money income is also very important, which is again a bit different in compared to Rise of the Witch King, because in Rise of the Witch King when you build farms, you want to build them around 97% just to get the maximum money, 25. But here, you cannot really do this without getting punished a lot, because the farms are so weak, you know, you will lose them in a few seconds, so you need to play a bit more carefully, especially early game. And we have a work pit opening for Isengard. I like the sneaky little furnaces a lot, though. I like them a lot. Because most people won't discover this area anytime soon, and you will get additional command points and money for free. Oh, he was even using Riding Call on the spot. Which you can do. Remember, the buffs are a bit weaker in this game than in Rise of the Witch King. They don't give you any armor, they give you only damage and combat experience. And the thing is, if he would rush forward with the tower guard, this would be a very good start, because he has nothing to deal with the tower guards, you know? Yeah, they switched. Remember, Maximus was playing man on this spot, now they swapped, so Nesgi is on the spot and also playing man. Yeah, I mean, buff advantage would mean a lot actually in Rise of the Witch King. The damage is, you know, whatever, but I think it's much more about the armor you get, you know? The damage, you can have 100% damage, but then you have 0 armor, then your opponent has still the chance to kill you because they will deal damage to you. But the armor, it works differently in BFME games, you know? Oh? Is he paying attention? Yes, he does.
Silence them!
Silence them! He's gonna do the same, like copying the playstyle from his opponent from the previous game. And you can see the wargs from the lair are also able to trample you, but as they do that, they will also get damaged because they are trampling pikemen. In the meantime, we have a Uruk pit now for the Urukai to counter the soldiers. I mean the tower guards. Beautiful trample, very beautiful trample. You see the damage? You see this? You see this? You see this, guys? Chunk, chunk, you know? Like hitting like a truck, basically. Like 4-shot. Crazy damage. Hey, Banana, glad to see you around. Banana, I hope you are ready for some Rise of the Witch King games because later on we will have Smokey against Gen 2 in the quarterfinals. It's each. Look, the mother with this. Oh, what? I thought you can trample them. That's so sweet, right? Look, the protective mother, you know? Not mother. Mother. Madre. There's a lot of damage, yeah. Very squishy buildings. Imagine in BFME1 Super Benji, you know? Imagine in BFME1 if you can just one-shot the farms like that. Gondor goes for it, and Brohan will answer. Master the Brohans. Oh, he was trying to steal the money, but he couldn't. We have keypads, creeping starts for the debuff. And the one thing, the debuff is so strong in this game. Like, look at this, please, guys. It nullifies not only the leadership, just like in Rise of the Witch King, but also the buffs gonna be nullified completely. So even if you use Rallying Call, you will lose their effects completely. And on top of that, you lose a quarter of your damage and a quarter of your armor, which is very strong, you know, very, very strong debuff ability for the Goblin and also for the Isengard faction. Shanks, you like Ubluk? Of course I like Ubluk, you know? They are not to be eaten. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. But I also like Grishneka. What about their legs? You don't need them. I'm a nerd, dude. I'm a nerd. If a very early lords up on the field, boys, the fighting Urukai with the white hand tattoo on his face. You know, this guy was in deep love with Saruman, you know what I'm saying? Why else, you know? What is the reason for you to go around? Imagine you go to a tattoo shop and you are saying, hey, I want to have a white hand on my face, you know? But it looks good for lords. Very good damage, very good. I think Nazgi doesn't know, but if Nazgi actually focuses down this one, he will one-shot that. Post Lies with another gift that's out. This time to Meme. Thank you, Post Lies. Appreciate it. Means a lot.
Pro_slice gifted M3M3_5 wagons a subscription. What a monster.
What a monster.
Pro_slice gifted a tier 1 sub to M3M3_5 wagons. They have given 7 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you very much for 7 gifted subs in total, my friend. Appreciate it. And also enjoy your gifted sub now, Meme. Mimi. Look at the tower guards. They have no chance. The lords. The fighting Urukai level 3. And that's what I'm talking about. You see, they are able to level up quite fast. And again with level 5, it's a massive power spike. And you can see, right, there is a modifier type. And this is going to be called damage leadership. And again, every time it's a unique modifier type, you will be able to stack it. So for example, if Saruman can join later on, there's a different leadership, which means Saruman and Lord, they can stay by each other and both give leadership and both the leadership work at the same time. Which again gives you the extra reasoning why you should be going for multiple heroes. Because in the mid to late game, in those big fights, the additional damage and armor leadership from multiple different heroes can actually make a big difference. Yes, Matthias, yeah, of course. Of course, my friends. You know who John Powell? No, I don't know. No clue. Hey, Alkaline, welcome. Glad to see you around. Look, Lords, level 4. Boromir, oh my goodness. Hey, that's a deja vu situation, guys. Boromir, I'm telling you, Boromir is gonna get sniped down once again. Like, Lutz has definitely the chance to cripple you, use a sword, use carnage, and take you out. And there is little to nothing you can do about that. Oh man, what? Gondor Knights are actually still crushing that. Even though with the whole ability. Again, also even Hole doesn't give you any armor here, but very smart move from Maximus, using Hole as a damage boost and then using Hole ground stance to become a bit more tanky. Oh boy, Boromir, you gotta be careful, my friend, because we all know that you like to die in films, but this is not a film, so you might be... Don't run this way. Lurtz, do it. What is this Lurtz doing? Is he actually AFK? Oh, level 2, level 3 unlocks the horn. The horn of Helm Hammerhand shall sound in the deep. Oh, Lutz, Comito. Great, Lutz. Captain Slow-Mo. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Okay, I mean, Isengard is dominating. Look the command points, boys. Like, Industry also, which is huge buff on this furnace. And man is dropping down to 550.
I will represent the men of Gondor.
Bambino, thanks for the follow. I mean, he's trying to defend himself, but again, expanding and using the cavalry to, crash these furnaces. Like, for example, this one is almost level 2, right? And every time they hit level 2, I'm gonna show you guys. This one is level 2, right? This one is giving the Isengard player 100 command points, 100. Like, you don't get 25 extra, you get 50 extra on top of the 50 you get from the beginning. So you get 100 command points from one furnace level 2. That's why taking them down is so important. That's why they are squishy, because they produce so much money and they give you so many command points. Yeah, but if you don't use this in your favor, and too fun, thank you for the gifted sub to Gelt. Guess the time, isn't it? Thank you. 466 gifted subs to the channel. I will represent the men of Gondor. Very true, my friends. Boromir alert.
2 funds 1907 gifted Gelt _1 a subscription. What a monster. 2 funds 1907 gifted a tier 1 sub to Gelt _1. They have given 166 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you very much. And Ludi, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome, guys. So many new follows today, guys. Thank you very much.
They're coming straight for us.
Lords or Ubluk, always Lords. Dufan is getting inside the jeans. Oh, God. Oh yeah, boy. Oh. Hyoden King stands alone, not alone. Sharku. Dude, Sharku is a hero I want to also add to BFME1, you know? I think Sharku is so cool hero, like with this abilities, you know. This one is actually quite busted. Look at this. Targeted cavalry units come under control from Sharku. Like, basically, it's different than the ability from Sharku in Rise of the Witch King. In Rise of the Witch King, he isn't able to do that. But here he is. Lords level 5, the leadership is unlocked for additional damage. Boromir got crippled. Tufan, another 5 gifted subs to the channel. Oh my goodness, man, thank you very much. Really means a lot.
Just gifted
Holy
5
moly.
subs. What a pirate.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, in the meantime, Lourdes has taken down Boromir. Deja vu, guys. The arrow volley was actually quite nice from Men. He's up to 650 command points, almost 1000 in the bank. But look at the money from Isengard. And hopefully, Maximus is gonna recruit Saruman, so I can show you guys the animation from the fortress. So, as Saruman, and that's by the way for every single faction. So, Witch King from Mordor, Gandalf from Man, Saruman from Isengard, Dragonlord from the Goblin faction. Have like special animations as they come out from the fortress for the first time, and this is looking sick, you know? Again, like I said multiple times, the animations and the design and the graphic from BFME2 is so far ahead, you know, in compared to all the other BFME games. Hey Shanks, which game is more played in the community, BFME2 or Rise of... I think Rise of the Witch King. I think. I mean, the thing is, Rise of the Witch King has many mods based on the game, right? So for example, Edin mod, in Age of the Ring mod, Drogov mod, Dogorov mod, you know, like, I don't know, Enoraf mod. All these mods are actually based on Rise of the Witch King. So that's why you will always see lots of rooms in Game Ranger in the Rise of the Witch King lobby, because almost every single mod, which is very good, has been made based on Rise of the Witch King. Boromir is such a Faramir. Dude, Lord is popping off, dude. I mean, the one thing which is not changed at all from all BFME games is the impact from Lords in the games, you know? Look the archer range. Look, that's what I'm talking. You see, one single pikeman. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Look how much damage, please guys. Watch this, the barracks, by the way, level 1 barracks, only few pikemen are left. But if they attack this barracks, it will deal so much damage. Hello, is the spring tournament over? I can't watch our video of the grand final best of 9. It's over a long time ago, and we are kind of not, you know, in time with the YouTube uploads, but it will be uploaded, I think, next week. It will be best of 9 of the grand finals. So Selan, you will be able to see the video, I think, either tomorrow or the day after on the YouTube channel. And by the way, we see 2 times Isengard, and I'm wondering where is Isengard at. He's never lucky, you know? He's never there when you get to play Isengard.
Defend me, you cowards!
Defend me, you cowards! Oh, Theoden King has been taken. Oh, run! He's stuck! Oh, that's, I mean, you can blame the engine on that one. Like, he was gone. But then you saw what happened, right? He was riding on the point where he was. He couldn't move a single bit. Very, very stupid. And super annoying when this happens to you in a game. But yeah, loot is gone. But again, that doesn't mean anything. Because look at the command points from Isengard. He's up to 950. Yes, Sharku, level almost 3. Level 3, I think, unlocks the Bloodhunt, which is like a leadership for the cavalry, for the Warg Riders in this case. And again, also this can be stacking up with the leadership from Lords, because it's unique. 8 power points in the bank after Industry and Wildman of Nine Special Summon. We have 1000 command points now, which is the maximum, and man is dropping down to 300 command points only. Boromir, the last man standing, is level 5. But what's the matter? He's gonna use Rallying Call, which can stack Boromir leadership, because they are both damage leadership. You see damage leadership, modifier type, and also Boromir has damage leadership. So that means you cannot have 2 of them at the same time active. That's not possible. And it's not a buff though. I mean, this, you know, the Rallying Call and the War Chant, they are not buffs here. They're actually leadership. Okay, almost level 6. 7 power. I mean, look, he's falling apart. He has only few, like 3 farms left. 1 farm, 2 farm. I mean, 2 farms only. Level 1 and a level 2. But, Theoden is back in the business. That's good. Dude, I wish he would get level 7. I mean, the thing is, you don't see Theoden getting level 7 every single time, you know? But it's so good when you get it level 7, because what you can do is you can recruit like 3 Forgotten Knights and attack the fortress. Oh man. Look the pikeman damage against production buildings. To be honest, that's something I dislike a lot. I don't like this at all. Ghost Boy the Casper, thank you very much for 2 months. Did you change your username?
Ghost Boy the Casper just resubscribed for 2 months. Ahoy! For Gondor.
For Gondor. Thank you very much for the 2 months, my friend. Really means a lot. Thank you. But did you change your username, Ghost Boy? Your username was not the Ghost Boy the Casper. I'm pretty sure about that, you know? Okay, sorry guys for waiting. Thank you for waiting. So we have dwarves against elves in the game number 3, and I don't like the opening from the elven faction a lot, because the thing is, the Lothian warriors are surprisingly expensive in this game. They cost 360 each. They are way more expensive than even Urukai. Remember, Uruks, they cost 300 and these cost 360. And remember what I was saying early on, that the buildings are squishy, but the thing is, in Rise of the Witch King, every production building and every resource building has the same HP, right? Especially resource buildings, but here it's not the case.
We bring swords from Lorien.
Look, a Malone tree, for example, has 1040 HP, right? 1040 HP, and a mineshaft has 2700 HP. This differential is huge, almost 3 times the amount of tankiness for a mineshaft, which, you know, makes maybe more sense in terms of building style, because remember, dwarves are building with dwarven style, dwarven quality. But in a video game, I don't know if this is good or not. Yeah, I'll be glad to see you around. Hey, can someone help me to find download for Dagor Dogarath mod? I can send you in Discord, no problem. Again, they told me to not share the link, because there are some people who are causing problems when I share the links. So the guy who sent me the files, told me, hey Shanks, but don't send to anybody, don't put in your description. But if somebody wants from you, he can contact you in Discord. So just type me in Discord a private message, so I can send you the link, no problem. I got you. Shanks, your voice is less than game music, really? Actually, yeah, why is my voice so quiet? Maybe it's better now? I hope it's better now, guys. Pro Slice, another gifted sub. Thank you very much to Super Banjo this time. Super Banjo has been getting a super gift.
Slice gifted super underscore banjo a subscription. What a monster. Pro underscore slice gifted a tier 1 sub to super underscore banjo. They have given 8 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the cute sport. 8 gift subs to the channel. Means a lot. Thank you, thank you. I mean, the thing is, I think it's a good matchup for dwarves, because the Dwarven faction, I believe, is really strong in this meta. The only thing you have like against you at the beginning, you have no scouting ability. Remember, you know, the men can use the human wood, elves can use the far side, and Mordor can use Tainted Land or Eye of Sauron, goblins can use Tainted Land, this and that. Devil Brobo, thanks for the prime for the first time subbing to the channel. Means a lot. Thank you, thank you.
Devil Robo just subscribed. Welcome to Beyond Standards crew.
Thank you very much. Really means a lot. And the reason why I believe that this is a very good map for the Dwarven faction is because Westfold has like 3 but big pathways. You see, you can move through the middle side, which is this big. You can move through this, and then it even gets divided. So you can move through this area, right? Then you can move up again. You can move here at the bottom left corner. So you have lots of possibilities, and you can also hide your mineshafts quite significantly, right? I think that's really good. And with that being said, you can be surrounded a lot by Dwarven power, and again, Gimli said it, you know. I mean, you have seen it. I mean, guys, what do you think? Did you guys watch the, you know, the Hobbit film, the Battle of the 5 Armies? You know, the fight between elves and dwarves. It felt like in the films that dwarves were hard countering elven faction. They were hard countering them. Elves were trying to shoot them down, but they were able to destroy the arrows in mid-air, you know. I think if the fight would continue, I believe that dwarves would crush the elven faction completely. Yeah, King Dean was definitely prepared.
I will
he knew, you know?
the men of Gondor.
Mind Flyer, 86, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. 2 power points almost collected for elves, 350 command points versus 500 command points for dwarves. Dwarves are expanding quite nicely. Also nice touch with the Rohan building around this area, because Westfold is a Rohan region. And we have a Forge Works. But unlike in Rise of the Witch King, you can't recruit the battle wagons from a level 1. You need to get it to level 2 first. I just followed to answer on that. No problem. I mean, I baited you in this case, right? Big brain alert. Big brain alert. Good job, Shanks. Good job, Shanks. You did a good job. Beating off a new follower. Lothian warriors are leading forward. Pikes are creeping in the meantime at the bottom left. Okay, the goblin layer has been creeped. Kill the rubble. And that's also one of the things I don't know about that, guys. What do you guys think about that? Let me please know in the chat. What do you guys think about that you need to kill a layer twice? You know, that there is a rubble left behind once you destroy it, and you gotta destroy it again. I don't like that at all. Like, why? What is the purpose and what is the reason of that? Why do I need to kill a layer twice? Doesn't make too much sense to me. In BFME1, you need to do it only one time. In the fight, the elves shot arrows and the dwarves shot some gigantic rotating thing. Yeah, exactly. The thing, yeah, probably, yeah. I mean, they have, but the thing is, those things, the rotating things they shot, they were not only blocking the arrows in mid-air, but they were actually falling afterwards on the elven units, and they got crushed in the meantime, you know what I'm saying? And then, I believe in a melee fight, the dwarves are actually hitting like a truck, you know? If they get melee to melee fight, I believe dwarven units would have smashed the elven units, easily. Steam Towin, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. I think it makes perfect sense that some wargs can rebuild their lairs, yeah. Because size doesn't matter everything, Avi. You need to... Oh, Arwen. You see? Arwen was much bigger, she was even on horse, but size doesn't matter everything. I believe in a fight, listen to me, I believe in a fight, being smaller is actually not a disadvantage, it's an advantage. You understand? I believe, like, imagine you have like 2 meters on you, you know what I'm saying? You are against a guy who is like 1 meter, right? He has so much, like, it's so hard for you to hit him. He can be in between your legs, he can kite you around, you know, it's so hard, I believe, to reach the guy, but he has 2 meter target. How can he miss you? You understand? He can miss you, right? He gotta hit somewhere. And, you know, in 1 meter versus 2 meter, the area he might be able to hit will hurt also a lot. There comes a Hobbit special summon from Dwarves. The Malone tree, one of the last remaining Malone trees from Nazgi, is gonna be taken down, and actually Maximus is doing a phenomenal job in this best of 5 so far, which might be the final game. Why or I mean, Arwen is not used to big things, you know? She's together with Aragorn. Aragorn has a small wienerly. I heard. Okay, big commitment on the fortress, the Dwarven units hitting like a truck. Dwarves are so strong, are the last famous wards of the elves. You know, Legolas would be disappointed of that statement. And that's it, boys. Nazgi has been defeated and eliminated from the tournament, as this was only a single elimination tournament, so you have only one chance